Welcome back to another review. We're taking a look at the Steelseries Stratus XL controller for Windows and mobile. If you want to find out some more information, then continue watching. Let's go. Right, so let's begin by first unboxing and just seeing what the controller is like. So you'd notice that this isn't the actual original box. Now I don't know where it came from, if I'm being honest, but I never got the actual box that has a Steelseries controller on the front of it. Instead I just got this black box that says Steelseries on it. Still the same thing. You can still get your 2 GP alkaline batteries. Yes, this is battery powered and you won't be able to use battery packs with it. Talk about it later on in the video, so stay tuned. There's the second one, and just looking at the controller itself, just first impressions, I think it looks really good. The orange thumbsticks contrast the black plastic really well and it looks really nice. Let's just put it down to the side. Let's see if it rests on the wall. No, it's not gonna, is it? Yeah, just take it off and let's see if we get anything else inside the box. So we have this little piece of paper, or it's like a little booklet. That's gonna be your manual. It's gonna tell you how to connect your controller. If there's any warranty there, it's gonna tell you in different languages. So yeah, if you want to pause the screen or the video, you can do. The only thing that you're really going to need to know is how to connect it, because it is a bit of a weird process and it can be a bit annoying, as it sometimes doesn't want to connect. I'll do a connecting tutorial later on in the video. There's the back of the box, and yeah, let's quickly now take a look at the actual controller, see how it's built, this, that and the other, what the price is like, where you can buy it from, so on and so forth. So let's carry on. Overview, pricing and availability. Let's go. So obviously you got your 2 thumbsticks, you have your A, B, X and Y buttons, you have your home button, left and right, you have your D-pad, which just have 8 different directions, you have your little LED indicator which shows you the battery percentage and whether it's connected or not. You have obviously the Steelseries logo, 2 triggers, LB and RB, which are the bumpers. You have R2 and R1. You have the connection button, which is going to connect, well, you're going to use to connect the controller with your phone or your PC. This ain't going to work with your Xbox or your PS4 or any other console for that matter. You have the battery indicator button on the left hand side, and underneath the controller you are going to find a on off switch. There you go, as you can see. So when the orange dot is, like you can see, the orange dot is off. When there's no orange dot, it's on. Inside you'll find the that's the battery door right there. You're gonna have space for 2 AA batteries, and you'll see once I'll put the AA batteries in first, just show you what it looks like in there. It does add a bit of weight to the controller itself. The controller is very light as well. Now once you take it out, you'll see the I think it's a micro USB port. Now this is going to be used to update the controller's firmware. So if you want to buy this controller new on Amazon or something, it's going to cost you around 45 to 50 quid. Used market, you're looking at about 30 to 35 on eBay. It isn't too expensive. It's similar to what you're paying for the PS4 or the Xbox One stock controllers. Nothing too expensive really. So ergonomics and build quality, let's see what this controller has to offer. So as you can see, I'm pressing it. My finger just slipped off, I pressed it that hard. No creaking, no flexing. The thumbsticks feel great, the grip on them feels awesome, my fingers stay in place really nicely. As you can see, the font on the ABXY isn't too well, aggressive and gamery. There is no flex in the actual frame itself, and while I pressed it there was no creaking or crackling. So overall I think the build quality is really good. The buttons feel nice, clicky and tactile. The D-pad could do the little bit of work, and so could the RB and LB. The bumpers, because they're not actually clicky, they're more like the triggers themselves are, and they're kind of linear. I don't really like the feel of them, but the triggers feel good. The bumpers could do the little bit of improvement, and so could the D-pad. I like the matte black plastic finish. It's great because it doesn't actually attract fingerprints and it's very minimal and clean looking. I like it. So this controller is compatible with Windows 7 or higher. It's compatible with Android 3.1 or higher. I'm not sure if it's compatible with Apple. It doesn't state on the Steelseries website. You can connect it to a TV using mouse mode. It's only going to work with smart TVs if they are Bluetooth compatible themselves. Just check your manual for your TV or the spec sheet just to make sure that it is Bluetooth. If it isn't, then the controller won't work with it. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Let's get into how to actually connect the controller. So when pairing this controller, what you want to do is obviously turn on the controller first, and the LEDs should be flashing evenly when it isn't actually paired. What you want to do is go to your Bluetooth control panel on your phone and click the Steelseries Stratus XL. It should pop up. If the controller is paired successfully, the 4 LEDs will flicker on and off every 2 seconds. When the battery charge gets low, 20 minutes or less, the LEDs will start flashing continuously for 5 seconds. This behavior will keep repeating intermittently until the battery charge has increased to 10%. After that, your controller should be paired. If you want to check the battery status, then you press the battery icon, which is the button on the right hand side next to the actual bumper itself. That's going to show you the battery. Now the 4 dots 100%, 3 dots 75, 2 dots 50, and single dot is 25. Now you want to charge it when it gets to the single dot, as it's not going to work after like 10%. My overall thoughts and opinions on this controller, let's get straight into it. Now, I think that this controller is decent. It's not as good as your Xbox One and PS4 controllers, but it's built really well. The thumbsticks feel really nice. The triggers feel good. The bumpers could do with a little bit of work, as they are linear, not actually tactile and clicky. I think the D-pad could also be improved somewhat, but most games don't really require you to use the D-pad that much, so I don't see why it'd be such a big deal. I wish that it had actual profile switching buttons on it. It is about 60 quid, which you can get like a Nikon controller for that much, and they have custom buttons. This does not. And one thing that I also would like to see is, obviously it's only AA batteries. I would like to see a battery pack installation, like, be allowed kind of thing. Like, you can't actually put a battery pack inside. It's only AA batteries, which means you are going to have to keep batteries in the house or keep rechargeable batteries around. It's a bit tedious. Overall though, I think it's alright. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did put a little bit of effort into editing. I put little subheadings in. If you like this kind of style more than my previous videos, comment down below, let me know. If you want anything changed, then just let me know. If you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.